the halftime show with J-Lo and Shakira. Oh my gosh, I want to be J-Lo. And Shakira has just got those moves in her hips, definitely. Do not lie. Don't you wish that they were going out on tour together? They're not, but I'm gonna let you guys know who is going out on tour together for this upcoming 2020. Well, we're in 2020 right now, so I'll just be quiet and let's just get into the concert schedule coming up for all of us. My name is Kiki, and if you are new to my channel, welcome. What I like to do is talk about anything and everything classic rock, and if you like classic rock, please go ahead and subscribe down below. And you can also hit the notification ding dong bell, be part of the Kiki Classic Rock family, and you will get notified whenever I put out a brand new video. And if you're returning to the Kiki Classic Rock channel, thank you so much, and I love you, and I appreciate each and every one of you. We're gonna just jump in and talk about the top 15 concerts, in my opinion anyway, of this year, 2020. Let's start with the very first concert that I have been to this year, and that was with my bud, John Payne, former lead singer of Asia. He was at the Mohegan Sun Casino in Connecticut, and here is just a little taste of John Payne.
You're leaving now. It's in your eyes. There's no disguising it. It really comes as no surprise to find out you planned it all along.
Wasn't that totally yummy? John Payne actually has a ton of dates coming up this year. A lot of them with Mr. Lou Gramm, former lead singer of Foreigner. Come on, you know who Lou Gramm is. And Steve Augeri, former lead singer of Journey. And come on, you know who Steve Augeri is. And also with a bunch of other really cool acts like A Flock of Seagulls, Tony Lewis of the Outfield, and it goes on and on and on. And you can hear his whole schedule on my new station, Kiki.fm. I'll put the link in the description box, and anything and everything John Payne, Lou Gramm, and Steve Augeri will be advertised on that station. Kiki.fm, how fun is that? Non-stop classic rock and more. Let's talk concerts. So for number 1 and 2, Guns N' Roses and Paul McCartney. Unfortunately, they're only overseas as of right now. It's not unfortunate for the fans overseas because they get to see Paul McCartney and GNR. Now, Paul McCartney had a great freshen up tour here in the US last year, and Guns N' Roses had a great one as well. Will they come back here? I don't know. I have a funny feeling that either Paul or GNR or both of them may add some US dates, but we will go ahead and find out. And come on, Axl and Paul, we got patience. We'll wait. Number 3 on the list, Rod Stewart is heading out on the road with Cheap Trick, and all of the fun starts on July 21st in Ohio. Now, I just kind of wonder what's going to happen with Sir Rod with his recent scuffle on New Year's Eve. You know, like he got arrested with his son and all that stuff for punching a bodyguard in the ribs. Oh, that must have hurt. So I know that Rod is going to have something really special to wear on this tour. Will it be stripes? Rod looks good in stripes. But let's face it, Rod looks good in absolutely anything. Rod Stewart and Cheap Trick, number 3 on the list of pretty cool tours in 2020. At number 4, of course, Kiss is still on their end of the road tour, but this time around, they're taking along former lead singer of Van Halen, David Lee Roth, with them. Now, David just finished up his first leg of his Las Vegas residency, and let's face it, guys, the reviews, they were pretty bad. The clips that I saw of Diamond Dave, they were pretty bad. And what fans who were there said, it was pretty bad. So I actually did a video, I'll link that right up above. Should Kiss still take out David Lee Roth on this tour after all of these reviews and clips from his Vegas residency came out? I'm skeptical. I was skeptical. But David just did his first show with Kiss in Manchester, New Hampshire the other night, and I have to say, I did watch several clips of Diamond Dave opening that show. I was skeptical. I was weary. I was a bit frightened and scared for him, but his pink outfits kinda elevated him to another level, and it seems like Dave realigned himself. He got up there, he sounded better than he did in Vegas. Was the show over the top for Diamond Dave? From what I saw, I would say no, but the audience seemed to really eat it up and love it, and that, at the end of the day, is all that matters. So we will see how the rest of this tour with Kiss and David Lee Roth moseys along. Can he keep it up? I think he will. I think he's gonna do it. You know, I love David Lee Roth, and again, all of those reviews that were out before when he was in Vegas, it just wasn't good. But again, we do love Diamond Dave. We do love the fact that he was amazingly awesome as the front man of Van Halen. So you know what? We do wish him the best and hope that this is a great tour for him and with Kiss. At number 5 and number 6 are Sting and the Scorpions, who are both doing Vegas residencies this year. Both of these residencies will be in the summer, and Sting is doing a two-parter, one in May and one in August, and the Scorpions, their residency in Vegas will be in July. Sting just premiered The Last Ship. He did all of the music for that entire stage show, which is pretty incredible. Again, that just premiered. So it's a big, really great time for Sting, and my favorite song by the Scorpions is Wind of Change. One has nothing to do with the other, but hey, that's me. At number 7, the Doobie Brothers, their 50th anniversary tour is happening alongside Michael McDonald, which is so cool in itself, and they are kicking off their Vegas residency starting on February 7th at the Venetian. Patrick Simmons recently told the Rolling Stone magazine right after they found out they were being inducted into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, he said, "We're not worthy!" I mean, Patrick Simmons is the originalist member of the Doobie Brothers. Originalist. I know that is not a word. I literally just made that up. You know, it seems like Tom Johnston is the most originalist member of the band alongside Patrick Simmons, but he's not. Tom Johnston came in after, so Patrick Simmons is like the uppity-wuppity most originalist band member of the Doobie Brothers. So he is totally stoked that they are getting that induction into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, and of course we are too. And hopefully you got your tickets to see these Doobie Brothers on stage, because they are absolutely amazing. And rock on, Doobies! Yeah! 8 on the... It's tough. Isn't it tough to do number 8 with your fingers? Like, you could do this, number 8. But I want to show my ring and then, of course, my chipped fingernail polish. So at number 8 on the list is Foreigner, of course. Hello. And they're heading on the road with Kansas and Europe. What? I thought that was the coolest lineup when I heard about that. Foreigner is calling this the Jukebox Hero Tour once again, and Kansas a couple of their big-time ginormous hits for Carry On Wayward Son and Dust in the Wind, and Europe, Carrie and the Final Countdown. It's the final countdown. Let's think back now. Do you remember that cutie pie lead singer of Europe, Joey Tempest? I know. The hair, the lips. Go ahead and watch the Europe video of the Final Countdown and you will say, I totally remember him now. Oh my gosh. Wow. The hair was kind of like Bon Jovi hair. Really nice. Wavy, long, very attractive individual. So let me know in the comments down below if you remember that foxy fella, Joey Tempest. So yeah, they're on the road. Foreigner, Kansas, and Europe. Isn't that funny? 3 one-word name bands. Foreigner, Europe, Kansas. Kind of cool. Number 9. Number 9. Whoop, whoop. Number 9. At number 9. Make sure I have 9 fingers up, guys, because I am bad at math. Now, I know this is a really weird addition to my concert lineup for 2020, but NKOTB, aka New Kids on the Block, not to be confused with NSYNC, and don't tell me you didn't confuse them with NSYNC at least once or twice. Maybe 3 or 4 times, maybe 5. Now, NKOTB, I personally like to call them New Kids on the Block. I like to expand the words and just call them the whole ginormous name. These are still some pretty fine looking fellas. They are still working out. They don't have dad bellies and they're looking good. So why not go take a gander? Now in this New England area, they are coming here on August 19th to Fenway Park in Boston. Tickets as of right this second are not on sale yet. Actually, it's going to be the day after the Bad Boys of Boston, Aerosmith, hit Fenway Park on August 18th. How crazy is that? This was literally just announced that New Kids on the Block were arriving and doing a tour, so I find that kind of fun. And at number 10, transitioning right into Aerosmith, they're going to be at Fenway Park the day before the New Kids on the Block are going to be at Fenway Park on August 19th, and Aerosmith is going to be there on August 18th. And this is the place at Fenway Park in Boston where you can go and get yourself a hot dog and a soda pop for only 50 bucks. Totally break the bank, and if you're going on your first date with the guy, get 2 hot dogs. And you know what? Those hot dogs are wrinkly. They are wrinkled and not worth 50 bucks, but you gotta do it because it's Fenway Park. You gotta have a hot dog. You have to. Will I be going to Aerosmith? I would love to see Aerosmith. I really would. Before they really say goodbye, we're doing our farewell tour, who knows? This might be it. You never know. I would like to go see them, but you know what? I don't think I am. That whole How They Broke My Heart video, I'll attach attach that up here somewhere. I'm not gonna go because there are so many concerts I really, really want to see, and I do really, really, really do want to see Aerosmith, but I just don't think it's gonna happen. The next people coming up, I really want to go see a lot of shows this year. There's a lot of them. At number 11, did you get that? That's really fast. That's fast math right there. At number 11, Bon Jovi and Bryan Adams. Now, speaking about breaking the bank, this show is highfalutin tootin' class, really, really expensive. But this is going to be an amazing show, and both of these gentlemen are huge philanthropists. Bryan Adams actually runs the Bryan Adams Foundation, where he goes ahead and he gives tons and tons of money to kids in schools and music education. And John Bon Jovi has the JBJ Soul Foundation, where he is always feeding the homeless and always trying to give a meal to someone who otherwise could not get one. So these guys are great, and it just makes them even cuter. You know, when a guy is good, it just makes them look better, doesn't it? But again, these tickets are really pricey, so you gotta make it rain to go to this show. I'm sure it will be worth it. Bryan Adams and John Bon Jovi, yum diddly, yum, yum, yum. Great collaboration there. And at number 12, that was 10 plus 2. Did you get that? Is Journey. They're actually going on the road with the Pretenders and Chrissie Hynde. That all starts on May 15th in Washington. And Chrissie released her second solo album last year called Valve Bone Woe. Have no idea if she's going to do any songs from that on this current tour with Journey. And Journey, what can we really say about these guys? They are a monster band who just get amazingly better and better and better as the years go by. We just love Journey, and I love you. I love you, Journey people. I just love Journey! Don't stop believing! I wanna go to every show now! I'm sorry, but I love Journey! Don't you just love it? Like, you could just sing their songs every second of every single day, which I do, and it's embarrassing. I love Journey. At number 13, it's Sammy Hagar, Whitesnake, and Night Ranger. What? Woo! Yes, yes, and yes. Great triple play for an arena show that I have heard in a long time. Well, besides Def Leppard, Tesla, and Styx, but we'll talk about that other group in a second. Night Ranger is a consistently great band. David Coverdale of Whitesnake is still an amazing screamer, and Sammy Hagar, he's just fun. Hi, I'm Sammy Hagar. I'm fun. I drink rum, and I am just fun. And Sammy Hagar, Whitesnake, and Night Ranger will be starting to bring you all of the fun on July 19th in West Palm Beach, Florida, because why not? And at number 14, Styx. Come sail away, babe, I'm leaving. Say it once again. Domo arigato, Mr. Roboto. Domo domo. Do you know that domo arigato means thanks a lot in Japanese? I had to look it up. I didn't know that, because I'm like, what does domo arigato mean? I don't know, so I had to Google it. That's your one thing you learned for today. So Styx made up a whole song to say thank you to a robot, and it's okay. Now these guys are currently already on the road. They're already rolling along, and Lawrence Gowan, I had the absolute honor of talking to him the other day. That interview will be coming out in just a few days, and he's another fun guy. He's really fun. He's a jumping man. So there's a bunch of Styx dates. If you haven't seen those guys, go grab your tickets. They're going to tons and tons of places across the country. I personally cannot wait to see that show once again. Hangman is coming down from the gallows, and I don't have very long. Yeah! I like Styx. And of course, at number 15, the big mother of all summer shows is, of course, hello, Joan Jett, Poison, Def Leppard, and Motley Crue. I'm going, Chacho. I cannot even believe it. That's why I really can't go to many other shows, because I'm broke. But it's all worth it. No problem. I got this. And let's talk about Vince Neil. He is looking pretty good. A picture just came out of him and Mike Wolf. You know Mike Wolf. He's one of the American Pickers. Well, I guess that Mike Wolf took Vince Neil to church, kind of like to, if I was sitting in church and I saw Mike Wolf and Vince Neil walk in, I would want to get the wafer. I would say, Vince, please give me the wafer. Peace be with you. I love you. But I didn't do that. I wasn't at that church at that day. So good thing, because I would have completely embarrassed myself. So let's just talk about Vince. Now, there have been a lot of, things go, once Motley Crue crew announced that they were going on tour. Oh, Vince is overweight. He's not going to be able to do it. He can't sing. Well, let me tell you what. Check out this recent picture of Vince Neil. He's looking pretty dang good, and I'm going to say that I have been on Team Vince since the beginning, and I knew that once his tour was announced, Vince was going to say, listen, I am going to do what I, Vince Neil, have to do to get ready for this tour, and he is totally doing that. Maybe Mike Wolf is helping him out or something, but he is starting to look really sleek and slender. And if he can just, I knew he was going to do it. Team Vince, are you on Team Vince or not? Doesn't matter because he knows what's up. The big party for this whole big quadruple play starts on June 18th in Jacksonville, Florida. So are you going? Let me know down below. Guys, I know there are tons more concerts going on this summer, but this took a while to even go over this whole list that I just gave you. I'm going to try to put some of the ticket links in the description box, and hopefully you can make 1, 2. If you can make 3 shows, you know what? Good for you. I'm trying to do what I can to get to as many as I can, because who knows how much longer some of these artists are even going to be out there. So I say suck it up, love it, and I say go have a great concert time this year, because why not, right? Thanks so much for hanging out. You guys have a great day, a great night, a great weekend, a great everything as always. Thanks for watching, and remember what is so important. Like, what's important? You know what's important. To keep rocking.